will see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs.
Welcome, everyone.
Well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here come the Buccaneers, led by their new quarterback for 2020. Of course, you know the story by now. His 21st season, first in Tampa. It's Tom Brady.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard
Here's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their 2nd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone come.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And he's got some space here. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Ronald Jones.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On first down, Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Brady's pass.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Tom Brady, of course, a member of the Bucs now, but it was these Giants who were his Super Bowl nemesis. Twice they were able to take down Brady's Pats in Super Bowls 42 and 46. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
The numbers for Jones last week, 9 carries, 60 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute.
Jones
I expect to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimal number would be 20 plus.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
on the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
the tackle by Leonard Williams.
5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
To number 13, Mike
Evans.
Touchdown.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Ryan Succop for the point after. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 20.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Complete to Darius Slayton. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
That's good for a Giant.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Number 26.
The numbers fallen from a week ago. 19 carries, 80 yards and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now. They run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
On second down, here's Barkley. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. After one, it's 9-0.
The first quarter with the score Buccaneers 9, Giants 0.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Giants.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the draw, this is Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards, good for a giant first down.
That's the big fellas I know right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Saquon Barkley able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Saquon Barkley.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Winfield on the tackle.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the stop.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That's good.
This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Jones now throwing on 1st down. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. From the gun, Jones. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Graham on for the extra point. finished off by a Giants touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Given 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 29, Brady over the middle to Evans. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
First down,
Brady.
Buccaneers.
Evans has it left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Brady's pass complete to
Mike Evans.
Touchdown.
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point try now for Sacco. And that makes it a 9-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
A big loss.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. This is Barkley. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Brown with his stick skills. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following the 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back now comes Tampa Bay, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Xavier McKinney in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. This is caught by Antonio Brown. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis or we prefer ping pong, back and forth like that. That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. 30-24 was the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Austin Eckler leading the way on the ground there. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. 20-10 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
For the Giants. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Panic when they're down on the scoreboard, and this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Catch made by Slayton. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete.
Jones,
a good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram.
Jones pass.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Here's Jones on third down. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense an unexpected fourth down here.
Makes the score Buccaneers 16, Giants 10.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the Nichols hit 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Brady's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On the pickup.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. On the counter, here's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes it's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Jones again, the ball carrier. The tackle by
so they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun now for Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans.
Brady's
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Bounds at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll go again to Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Again, the ball carrier. It's a gain of 17 yards.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Giants 17-yard line.
Brady, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The Giants.
Brady.
Here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number 14.
Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Brady. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chance to see if they can get the score. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, but he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Jones.
And he'll be brought down. It looks like right at the 40.
It's a gain of
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram.
Jones.
That's what good for only a complete brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
in need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jones.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Got a man, Slayton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
Jones.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he first on the tape. He's like, I should